Everybody, it's Chamber Check-In time, and today I have Wes Flacker with me. He's the owner of House of Wheels. Hi, Wes.
Well, hi, Paul. How are you?
Hey, I'm terrific. Hey, I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit about Howie, House of Wheels, and what you guys offer. But first, I get to thank our series sponsor, Wes. It's Delta Dental of Idaho. And as you know, Delta Dental has been providing best-in-class dental insurance benefits to Idahoans for over 50 years. And with that, I get to share a fun factoid from their Tooth Truth series. Here we go.
Delta Dental first introduced the HOW program 3 years ago. HOW, or Health Through Oral Wellness, is a patient-centered program that adds additional preventive benefits to those at high risk for dental disease. HOW benefits include additional cleanings, sealants, fluoride, as well as medicated mouth rinses and toothpastes. It's a definite differentiator in the marketplace for your employees.
Hey, that's a perfect one with their HOW program, and now we're talking to Howie right now.
That's right.
So, Wes, you and I have been friends for a long time, and your previous career in real estate has been amazing to be a part of. You've helped me buy and sell homes over the years, and I'm so excited to share what you're doing now. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and how you landed in this new industry?
Oh, boy. Well, great to see you, Paul. Appreciate the invite. Always, proud to support the Boise Chamber of Commerce, and glad to be affiliated with you all again. And, where to even start? I'm at the age now where actually I have a history.
Right.
I don't have to bluff it anymore.
Nope.
So I grew up here in Boise, and I live in the neighborhood I grew up in, and I'm actually, just out looking out the window right now here in the Highlands, and I started off 13, 14 years old throwing newspapers for the Idaho Statesman, and I learned that I could throw papers in the morning and knock on doors at night and get money, get paid. And I liked that experience, the free enterprise. So it was always my trajectory. I went to University of Oregon, and I spent 5 years over there, went to school half time and roofed houses and roofed commercial buildings the other half. And when I graduated University of Oregon, I knew more about roofing than I did film. So I ended up starting a roofing company in 1994 in Portland, Oregon, and that's where I cut my teeth. Sawtooth Roofing Company is still active today after almost 30 years, a really well-run residential commercial roofing company. And when I moved back to Boise, I ended up in the real estate and construction business. I owned a construction company that renovated homes, a real estate company that flipped houses. And in 2014, I brought the iconic Century 21 franchise to Boise. So I had experience at that time starting a company from ground zero.
Yeah.
And then I did the franchise model with Century 21. And during that period of time, I got to acquire an existing 30-year real estate company called Homeland. And so I did some merger and acquisition work there. And that was fascinating, putting two different cultures together and getting everybody working as a cohesive team. And then I sold that in 2018. And did some consulting work in the trash management business, some turnaround work there. It was a 35-year-old company that really needed some upgrading and operations. And so I turned that company around and prepared it for sale for that owner. And so I've done complete startup, I've done franchise work, and then I did the consulting turnaround work. And during that period of time, I got reintroduced to an old friend of mine from, when we were childhood friends, Peter Carley. He's another North Ender. I went to Boise High. He was the smarter and more disciplined one that went to Bishop Kelly. And it just so happens I went to my first year of college was at College of Idaho. I got recruited to play soccer there in 1984, 1985. And was sitting in my dorm room on day one, and the guy walks in, and it's my new roommate, Peter Carley. And so we were roommates our freshman year at C of I. Wow. And we hooked up about a year ago, and Peter needed a job, and for some reason it became my job to help Peter find a job. And being the entrepreneurial type, I told him, let's go find a business. And we did some searching, and thanks to Arthur Berry and company, a fine business broker here, Brent, helped us find this 62-year-old company called House of Wheels. And they're a small distributor in the material handling industry, an extremely well-run, well-processed company. And so Peter and I bought that on January 3rd, and now we're the owner-operators of this nice little company. And so this is actually different for me too, because it's not a turnaround, it's not a fix-up job, it's not a startup. It's already runs way better than I could have developed it, because I'm not a process type. And so what's really funny about this company is they're having a hard time integrating me in the systems. The systems are there. They know how to run them. And so they're constantly getting me to integrate into the systems. And so my job is to really go out and do some business development and get the word out into the community, who we are, what we do, and grow the company. And so I am better off out of the office than in the office. So anyway, that's my brief history. I'm a pretty multifaceted guy.
I love it. And I'm so glad you called a few months ago. And I loved coming out and checking out the space that you have. So your office and warehouse, I don't know, what is it, about 10,000 square feet, maybe, or a little bit more?
Yeah, we got about 6,000 square feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Packed full with wheels and casters and
you have your front showroom, right? It kind of shows all the products you have, but then you go into the meat and potatoes of it, and you have a little bit of inventory, a lot of inventory in that back, and it is so well organized. Like it's an inventory guy's dream. Yeah. To be able to see all the SKUs, and the workroom is so well done. So I just wanted to say that's a compliment to your team, Wes.
Thank you. Yeah. The previous owner, Bill Kelly, was just an amazing processor, and ironically, he came out of the grocery industry as well, and Peter did as well. So those two, they hit it off right off the bat. They could talk stocking shelves, and I know you know what I'm talking about, Paul. And so it has really been nice for me to pick up a business that just didn't require so much startup work and so much turnaround work, which is my forte. However, this has been really nice to move into.
Yep. Well, let's grow it. Tell us a little bit about what you sell. What is it?
We're in the material handling industry, so our bread and butter are wheels and casters. We're the only wheel caster house in Idaho. So most major markets have at least one of us type operations. There's 2 in Portland, 2 in Seattle, 2 in Salt Lake City, and maybe 2 or 3 in LA, for example. We're the only one in Idaho where we specifically inventory and sell casters and wheels. We're industrial grade, and we go everything from to maybe even inch wheels. And we inventory 10x3 wheels, and we can actually bring in industrial wheels that have weight capacities up to 4,000 to 6,000 pounds. And so that's our main product line. And then we do service carts, and we do hand trucks, we do material handling equipment. We're the mag line and B&P distributors, so we do modular hand truck builds, aluminum modular hand trucks that are just fantastic. They're the best you can buy. And so we're a little different than the other material handling companies in Idaho, because we don't really work with the shelving. We don't work with the robotics. We don't work with a lot of that stuff. Packaging and shipping, we're mainly movement. We move material from point A to point B, or at least our wheels do.
Yeah, I've used a lot of your equipment over the years through the different outfits that I've worked for, and I notice you have, not only the two-wheelers, but you're talking about these six-wheeler carts, and then one thing that I found very impressive, you showed me on my trip with you, was you have wheels and casters that can take a lot of heat. So like those baker oven carts, and so with that, tell us a little bit about the type of customers that you service.
Oh, the customer base for Howie's just been so fantastic and really a tremendous amount of fun, because we do have an open front door where you can bring in anything and say, hey, do you have this, or can you fix this? And so we have people that have been buying wheels from us for 40 years. And then we have manufacturers. So you're talking about heat resistant wheels with possibly stainless steel casters and stainless steel brakes and stuff like that. So those would be food production companies, food production manufacturing companies. We have distributors that buy from us, and then they'll turn around and resell. We fix a lot of stuff for the construction industry. It's a fantastic customer base that we have. It's 500 to 1,000 customers that have been using us for many, many, many years. And my favorite are the folks that come in and say, I've been coming here for 30 or 40 years.
Wow.
And the manufacturers are probably the ones that we do the most of the work with. But we service anybody that has the need to roll a caster.
Yeah. I saw that there's the flat free tire solutions that you offered. Everybody's got a wheelbarrow with a flat tire. Everybody's got a two-wheeler with a flat tire. And I keep forgetting to bring my stuff down to your outfit. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's another customer base that I didn't mention is our moving companies, our beverage companies, anybody that has hand truck needs. And so the modular hand trucks are so cool, because these clients will bring in hand trucks that we sold them 20 years ago.
Wow.
And they'll drop them off. And so the modular hand trucks allow us to change out a wheel, or change out a broken axle, or change out a new handle. And then within, sometimes same day service, we can repair that hand truck, turn around and get it back out the door. So in the flat free stuff, a lot of times they'll buy a hand truck with the pneumatic tire, and then we'll automatically swap the tires out right there. The people just don't want those anymore. I had one in my garage for 15 years, and every time I went to use my dolly, it had a flat tire. So it was practically worthless. But I took it down to Howie and I put some flat free tires on it. So now I got a working dolly at home. It's awesome.
Hey, I also noticed reviewing your website that you have some power hand truck equipment. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, and that's one of my jobs is to look at and expand product lines, and I'm interested in the electronic hand trucks and stair climbers. So we did take an order just about a week ago for one of those, and then I had a request even this morning. It's not something that Howie sold a lot of, but I see the potential there. So we're going to expand that product line. And we have a great customer with 60,000 square foot facility, and they have in their service motto is, hey, our people are not going to do the work. The material handling stuff's going to do the work. So our job is to get this product into the company's hands to eliminate the injuries and eliminate the work required for people. And those electronic hand trucks will be part of that.
There's still buildings with several floors with no elevators around here. And I even saw a young worker bringing up several flats of beverages up the flight of stairs with the two-wheeler. And I was like, I can see the product earning its keep. That's for
Yes,
sure.
absolutely. So I'll be looking at expanding our product lines and talking to our existing customer base and talking to future new customers to find out what we can do to help them with their material handling needs. And that's what I'm going to look forward to.
Well, Wes, I have your website scrolling on the bottom of the screen. It's howie.com. There's a cool intro video on there. Also, he's got a great product list, and he's even got his prices listed there as well. Can the normal guy just walk in and buy something from you, Wes?
Absolutely. Anybody can walk in anytime. And if you can bring in what you're looking for, it helps a little bit. But even if you don't, we'll figure out a solution for you. So I love the walk-in traffic and engaging with the public. And we can help anybody that has a need for, as long as we inventory it.
Well, Wes, congratulations on your new adventure here. Tell Peter hello, tell your team hello from us. And thank you for investing in the chamber and for taking the leap of faith and running a great family-owned business that's been around for over 60 years.
You bet. Yep. I'm proud to be the steward of a 63-year-old company, moving it forward into this wonderful community of Boise, Idaho that I grew up and love. And the first place I went to was a phone call to Paul Fleming to join the Chamber of Commerce. And, you guys are awesome. And I look forward to being engaged in all the activities that you host. And we'll continue to do our job. And I know you'll continue to do yours.
Well, hey, bring out the appetizers and the beverages because we're coming over. We're having a ribbon cutting here soon. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're going to do that in the fall.
Awesome. Okay. Bye, Wes.
Bye, Paul. Thanks.
You bet.